What's good, to this boy Alex? We're back at it again. The Cavs beat the Knicks. Obviously, the Cavs beat the Knicks 126-94. It's just, I don't understand the Knicks, man. I really don't understand this team. I don't get it. Like, they have so many pieces. I understand Derrick Rose didn't play tonight, but they have Derrick Rose, Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah, Brandon Jennings, Porzingis rising to be a star. And you got Melo being Melo. And you would have thought that this Knicks team will be good, but it's just I just don't understand this team, man. Like the Knicks just know how to they just know how to disappoint everybody, especially Knicks fans. And I know all your Knicks fans out there are pretty pissed off, blah blah blah, but it's the truth. Like the Knicks, for some reason, they just need something. Like they just have all these players around them, and they still can't win games. I understand they face the Cavs, but I'm talking about in general. They lose to these teams that they supposed to beat. Like it's ridiculous. Like I just don't get this team. I mean, what's the first problem? Okay, the Knicks can't really make the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, what was the second problem? No, not the second. Before I get to the second problem, I said the first problem, they can't get out to the East. They can't get out the East. They can't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Then what's his name? Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson comes out of nowhere. He's back. He's the owner. Blah 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 blah. Then you start with a new season, and the triangle offense was bad, right? So now, what do when the triangle offense is bad? You get rid of JR, you get rid of Shumpert, even though the next following season, they won a championship. But they get rid of JR and Shumpert. So, what happens then? Was build players around Melo. That didn't work out. So, what was next? You get Porzingis. Even though half the Knicks fans booed Porzingis, let's build players around Porzingis and Melo. Still didn't work out. So now you get Derrick Rose, you get Brandon Jennings, you get Courtney Lee, Joakim Noah, and you would have thought like, okay, this Knicks team, they're about to be lit this year. They're about to be lit this season. So I'm thinking like, okay, the Knicks, they actually might be interesting to watch. I understand this is early. I know this is early in the season, but I expect more out of this team. Like, there's no excuse why this Knicks team should be, honestly, if you look like from on paper, this Knicks team should be at least top 3, top 5 in the Eastern Conference. I mean, come on. You have Derrick Rose, one of the least top. He's probably not top 5, top 3 no more, but he's like one of the best point guards in the league. Yeah, Courtney Lee, a great role player. You have Joakim Noah. He used to be, the top 5 best centers in the league, but he's still one of the best centers in the league. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of talent on that roster, and they still lose the games that they're supposed to beat. So I just don't understand this Knicks team. Like, they have everything. I mean, you got Melo, you got Porzingis, you got Noah, you got Derrick Rose, you got Courtney Lee. I mean, for once, they have a point guard, a good point guard. The last point guard they had, whether you disagree or not, was Jeremy Lin. Honestly, Jeremy Lin, or you like to say Felton, that was like one of the best. That was like pretty much the last point they ever had. That's actually pretty good. But Derrick Rose, now he may not be MVP Derrick Rose like 2011 Derrick Rose, but Derrick Rose, he's still good. He's still one of the best point guards in the league. He still does what he has to do. So you would have thought that this Knicks team will turn up, but they still have these problems that they can't win these games. I just don't get it. Phil Jackson talking about LeBron with the whole posse and stuff like that. If anything, he needs to worry about his team. Now, don't worry about LeBron. Don't worry about any other team in the league. Worry about your team, because your team's not looking good. I'm sorry. And even if y'all do make the playoffs, you most likely y'all gonna face the Cavs. Most likely y'all gonna get swept. If not swept, losing game 5. So, I mean, I'm not even sure they could beat Toronto. I'm not even sure they could beat the Raptors. I'm not even sure they could beat Chicago. So it's like, I don't know what they need to do. I don't know what they need to do. But like I said, this is just my opinion. Like, I got nothing against Melo. You know, I'm a Melo fan. I do like Melo. You know, Melo's one of my first small forwards I like to watch. But I don't know what Melo need to do. I don't know what the Knicks team needs to do. This team just, they need something. I don't know. Because I've been hearing they ain't letting the offense run on Melo. Now, I don't know if they should let the offense run on Porzingis, or I don't know if they should let the offense run on Derrick Rose. I don't know. Like, this team, it confused me. Like, I just don't understand this Knicks team. And honestly, even if they make the playoffs, I don't think they most likely ain't gonna beat the Cavs. I'm not sure they could beat the Raptors, or not even the Bulls. I don't know. The farthest they could get is the second round, depending who they face. In the first round, I think they could get to the second round, and that's the farthest they could get. They ain't getting in the conference final, because even you gotta make the conference final. Most likely, you might face Cleveland. Who knows? You might face. I'm not making predictions. You might face Chicago, maybe Toronto. I don't know. Most likely Cleveland. They might face Cleveland. They're gonna get swept. So I don't know, but this is just my opinion. Like I said, the Cavs beat the Knicks 124-94. Yeah, that's it. It's your boy Alex, man. Subscribe and deuces.